Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our annual 8th grade band festival featuring the bands of Central, Chippewa, Fort Gratiot, and Holland Woods Middle Schools. As you can see, we have a large number of students involved in the band program throughout the school district. And these are just the 8th graders. You don't have to count them. I'll tell you that we have 249 students enrolled in the 8th grade band. That's a nice round of applause moment.
That was subtle.
At this time, I would like to introduce the various bands and their directors. So, as I announce the name of the school, would the students please stand, and I will introduce your director as well. And directors, would you please step forward so that you can be identified as well, because some of you are out in various areas. Okay? So, first, in alphabetical order, is Central Middle School. Central Middle School students, please stand under the direction of Michael Yaskovich. Next, Chippewa Middle School. Under the direction of Shauna and Hart. Thank you. Fort Gratiot Middle School. Under the direction of Cindy Armstrong, who's in the back in the percussion section. And Holland Woods Middle School. Under the direction of Louis Keller, who is sitting under our trumpets for the moment. Now, in case you're not familiar with how this band festival worked today, which was a whole new concept for us, we've never done it this way before, during the day today, we held special clinics for the various sections of the band. Students worked through difficult passages, had a chance to share tips with one another and playing strategies with their peers from around the district, and in most cases had a director who had studied that particular type of instrument try to help them improve their tone, technique, or skills. The afternoon was devoted to this mass band, and everyone rehearsed the numbers that you will hear this evening. Now, as you can imagine, it can be quite a challenge teaching a band of 40 or 50 to play a song together. So it's an even greater challenge to bring this many instrumentalists together for a concert in just one day. They've had time to work on the numbers individually, but never with so many people around them. The bands were asked to prepare at their own schools and then work on refining the pieces here today, and it's been a big day for everyone. And tonight, they're looking forward to sharing several of those numbers with you. To begin our program, and you'll notice, I hope you all have one of these yellow copies because I have to draw your attention to it a little bit later. But to begin our program, we will feature the various sections of the band in showcase pieces. The woodwinds, which include clarinets, oboes, saxophones, bassoons, and flutes, will be our first performance, and they will now perform Rondeau from the Symphonie de Fanfare by Jean-Joseph Moret. They will perform under the direction of Shauna Manhart from Chippewa Middle School.
Number 1 and 2 is all you get. 1 and 2.
Next, we feature the brass sections, which include the French horns, trombones, baritones, tubas, trumpets, and cornets, as they perform the Suite from the Water Music by Georg F. Handel. The brass sections are under the direction of Michael Yaskovich of Central Middle School. Our last number in this part of our concert will feature the percussion section, including the various drums, cymbals, and other instruments too numerous to mention. Listen closely for the rhythm, which often serves as the heartbeat of the band. This section is under the direction of Cynthia Armstrong of Fort Gratiot Middle School as they perform Soliloquy for Percussion by Donald K. Gilbert. At this time, I'd like to thank the various groups who have assisted in making the opportunities of this day come to pass. We'd like to give a special thanks to the Salvation Army and the Port Huron High School and their staff members for hosting our students in their various rehearsals. Would you join me in a round of applause for these groups? We'd also like to express our thanks to those music teachers who served as our clinicians for the individual sections of the band, to Mr. Griffith and the Big Red Band students who have assisted and served in today's festival process, to the administration and the Board of Education of the Port Huron Area School District for their support of our music program. Would you join me? But most important, ladies and gentlemen, I think all these students will join me in expressing our thanks to you, the parents and family of these students, for your support and your encouragement, which you continue to show throughout the years in so many ways. This program is not possible without your continued support and guidance and all that driving. Thank you. Thank you. Now, we change pace a little bit because instead of just sections performing for you, this entire group is going to perform the next few pieces. But before we do that, I'd like to share with you a little background information. The second half of our program will indeed feature the mass band as they perform under the direction of Mr. Michael Schwam. Mike Schwam graduated from Mansfield University of Pennsylvania, having earned a Bachelor of Science in Music Education. He continued his formal education by earning his master's degree in wind and orchestral conducting, during which time he studied with Dr. Edwin Zazinski and Dr. Donald Stanley. Mr. Schwam then attended Michigan State University, where he undertook advanced studies in conducting under the instruction of Eugene Corporon. Additional opportunities to study under Larry Radcliffe and Alan McMurray further enhanced his conducting expertise. With such a solid foundation in music education, Mr. Schwam then turned his attention to other professional studies, earning his education specialist degree in school administration with a cognate in the fine arts from Michigan State University. He currently serves as the Success Title I Test Coordinator at Central Middle School in the Port Huron Area School District. Before coming to the Port Huron area, Mr. Schwam had 7 years of high school band experience in Pennsylvania. He brought his exceptional conducting skills to our district when he accepted the position as Director of Bands at Port Huron Northern High School, then served in that capacity for 10 years. A new challenge presented itself when he accepted the position of Band Director at Central Middle School, which he held for 8 years. With the intent of bringing advanced learning and performance opportunities to students throughout the area, Mr. Schwam co-founded and served as conductor of the East Shore High School Honors Band. Membership in this select group affords students from diverse schools the opportunity to work together in friendship and musicianship as they expand their instrumental abilities through this unique, prestigious experience. Some of these students may wind up performing in the East Shore Honors Band in the very near future. Mr. Schwam is currently the director of the SC4 Symphonic Band, working with musicians of all ages and backgrounds and abilities, because I'm one of them, while imparting his keen sense of direction and interpretation in their rehearsals. We are indeed fortunate to have such a gifted and committed musician in our area, and even more fortunate to have him as the guest conductor of our annual 8th grade band festival. I'd like to ask you to share with me in the program at this time on the first page in, which shows the numbers that we've selected. The numbers that we have selected to perform this evening have been printed in your program, but we do have one substitution. Mexican Folk Festival will be replaced by Shenandoah. And as is the one, conductors, they usually have the opportunity to reserve the right to change the order of numbers at any time. So these were not printed in order of performance, they were just printed in order of, these are the songs we plan to play. So I just want you to recognize that we won't be playing in this order. Now I know for some of you who are really organized and detailed, that's difficult. So if you want to get out your pencils or pens, I'll tell you right now the order that we're going to play these numbers. And you can mark your scorecards and keep track, see how well we do on each and which is your favorite. The songs in order will be as follows. We will open with English Guard, and that's the last printed song on your list. And then we will perform Quintagon, 5 pieces for band, but we will perform the first, third, and fifth movements. Then we will be performing the Early English Suite, and then Shenandoah, which is replacing the Mexican Folk Festival, and last but not least, Fanfare Odin Festival. I also wanted to run through that list for you one more time because the students were all given programs when they came in, and they were given the correct order of the concert this afternoon, but having looked at the program, what's your bet? So guys and gals, you got the right order still? Okay, we're all set to go? Okay, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present Mr. Michael Schwam and the 8th grade festival band.
Clarinet you want with you. Okay, there we go. Ready and go. Start at A, please. Letter A. A. Ready and go. early American. Early American.
like to make just a few general comments. The opening number, I came in today with the desire to take it at a different tempo than what they rehearsed it at. I'm just stubborn enough that I took right to it. So they can play it at that speed and at that tempo. It's just so we all get it together. The next piece we're going to play, I brought in today. They've had today to look at it. It's a lovely arrangement of the ballad Shenandoah. I Crossed the Wide Missouri, that tune that you know. And so they've had about 2 hours to look at it.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming. That concludes our East Ray Band Festival concert this evening. However, we have a couple of details to take care of, so would you just like to socialize for a few minutes while we talk to the band members and get them cleared away?
This has been a presentation of CPHS6 in cooperation with Heron Communications 19.